Jenny McKenzie here. I am 10 weeks postpartum and I am coming back at you with a regular HIIT, high intensity interval training circuit. It does involve some jumping. I've modified it a little bit, but it is back to high intensity, not as much as before. And I like to say where I am postpartum so that if I look very different later on, it makes a lot of sense. I definitely don't want it as, I don't want you to use it as your gauge or metric for where you should be. We are all at different levels of fitness. We all have different goals. Again, I worked out pretty hardcore before my pregnancy, all throughout my pregnancy. So I guess you could say I'm back at it a little sooner than some, maybe later than others. But don't use it, use your own metrics. We all have different goals. I'm proud of you for just being here. That being said, I am 10 weeks postpartum and I am back at it with the jumping. We're going to do some burpees, but this is a short, effective, high-intensity interval training circuit with minimal equipment. I do have a box jump. I've modified the box jump for myself. I was jumping 24 inches before I was pregnant, and I've dropped it down to 12. We're going to start off with 15. If you don't have a box jump, just go ahead and do some tuck jumps. Make sure you're really engaging that core, or you can just do high knees if this is where you're at. I'm going to do the 12-inch box jump. Take the box jump up higher if you want. But we're going to start out with 15 box jumps. So just jump up, and when you step down, you're going to step down with the opposite foot. And do these as quickly as you can without compromising form and without feeling like you're going to scrape your shin on that box jump. We've all seen that before. And that is no bueno. 14 and 15. I may have done one more in there. All right, set your box jump off to the side. And we're gonna do side lunge star jumps without any rest. So just go ahead, take it out to the side, way back, center, star jump. We're gonna do 10 on each side. Star jump, take it out to the side, drop, keep your weight back in the heels, and drop the glute back as you reach for the inner ankle of the foot that's lunging to the side. Again, take advantage of full range of motion, but make sure you're not in danger of stretching, breaking, or tearing a muscle. Again, I'm gonna try and talk you through this as I go, but I'm gonna start to get a little tired, which is good. It's high intensity. Hopefully I'm not able to talk through the whole high intensity workout. Getting sort of, and again, do these as quickly as you're able, without compromising form and without hurting yourself. That was 10. So now we're on the ground for 10 burpees if you want to. I have modified these with the Bosey ball so you're going down a lot less, but I'm just gonna get back at it with the burpee. I'm gonna set this box jump a little further out of the way, and I'm just gonna get at it. 1, 2, and again in the burpee, make sure you're not bowing in the back when you go into plank, because that's really gonna cause you some low back pain. 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is our last one. That's 10 burpees. Now we're on the ground for 7 mountain climbers and plank kickbacks. So we're coming down here, weight over keep your shoulders over your wrists, and we're here for 8 count. We're back here for 8 count. Really, in this exercise, it's important to make sure you engage your core so that when you are doing the plank swimmers and you're kicking back, you're not, pushing or putting a lot of pressure on the ball of your foot and getting really heavy in the feet. That's not what we want. This is a real core engager. All right, go ahead and drop to your knees. Rest in your child's pose. We're not done yet, 5 exercises. Rest in your child's pose, come forward onto the tops of those quads, so a tricep push-up, and back. And push-up, and back. Push-up, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're doing 10 of these in case anyone was counting. 9. And 10. All right, that was the first set. We're gonna do it 3 times. So I don't know if you were counting, but I did 15 box jumps. I did 10 side lunge star jumps, 10 burpees, 7 swimmer planks, mountain climber switch off, and I did 10 child's pose and tricep push-ups. All right, we're gonna shake it out here for 30 seconds. Take a few deep breaths. Shake it out, stretch what needs stretching. Grab a drink of water, and we're gonna do that 2 more times. So I'm gonna reset here with my box jump. In the last few seconds of my 30 seconds. I'm gonna keep this side, make sure you just kind of regain your breath. Because I'm really breathing hard. I think probably towards the end of the second and third set. I won't be talking so much, so turn up whatever playlist you're using or the music on this video if you like it, and just kind of find your groove. All right, we're gonna start again. Okay, so 15 box jumps. Again, if you don't have a box jump, just do some high knees, do some tuck jumps, do some diamond jumps for you insanity fans. I just really like using a box jump because that kind of helps me gauge where I'm at. Oh no, my hair's falling out. I really hope I'm not gonna finish this with floppy hair. That would be terrible. Side lunge star jumps. Side lunge. Looks like I might be. Hopefully it lasts to the next break so I can fix it. Whew. So make sure you have good hair fixing apparatuses around you before you do this. Over. And this may seem like it's taking a little longer because it's 10 on each side. So if you were counting each side, that's going to be a total of 20. So that might be why you think this is taking a little long. Oh, I'm certainly running out of breath here a little bit. 8, 9, 10. Keep that weight in the heel. Really feel the stretch into the inner thigh. Kick this ball back leg. We're down on the floor for the burpees. Woohoo! So 1, 2, 3. You did a great job. Last one here, 10. But we're back on the ground now for more mountain climber plank kickbacks. This time we're only gonna do 5. And it's 8 count mountain climber, 8 count kickback. So what I mean by that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to make those transitions as fast as you can. You don't really want to pause at the top or the bottom of this. But that was sort of a hiccup I just did there. 6, 8, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take the knee, stretch back into child's pose. I love closing this with this because it kind of gives you the sense of I'm cooling down, but your triceps are really warm. So it's really working those triceps too, which is a very underdeveloped muscle in most females. It takes a lot of technique to get right, so make sure you're rolling those elbows in, and back, and down, and back. If you're unsure of technique, or you're unable to do this on the floor, try doing it vertically, diagonally at a countertop, or a bar, or a wall. I've got some great, my yoga sculpt at the bar, or my vinyasa sculpt at the bar is a great one for kind of developing that tricep push-up technique without discouraging you. All right, we're in our break, our rest time, if you couldn't tell. If you're me, you're fixing your hair. And you're gonna hope it doesn't fall out again in 30 seconds. So you're gonna put it back. I like all these little doohickeys they have in your hair to keep it in, just when you have a lot of it. And mine seems to be growing like a weed these days with nursing. I think it's my shakes and my prenatal vitamins and my probiotic. I feel like I'm pretty healthy. Hair's growing, my nails are growing like crazy, which annoys me because I gotta keep them short with the kiddos. Running around all over the place. Don't want to be scratching them. Reset with my box jump. Last set. You all are doing great. We've got a few more seconds left. Kick it out. And while we're resting and I'm chatting, stretch what needs stretched and do what you need to do. Maybe your shoulders need to be stretched out. Your quads need to be stretched out. And before you do this, make sure you do a bit of a warm up. Do some high knees, maybe some jumping jacks. Maybe swing your leg from side to side. This is just the workout. I did not incorporate the warm up. Just kind of swing your legs from side to side. I already warmed up on my own with another workout, but anyway. Back at it with 15 box jumps or diamond jumps or high knees or whatever you're doing. So up. Sometimes I actually incorporate the box jumps into my warm up when it's this low, and I like to do it rapidly to get my heart rate up. And you really have to make sure you're engaging your core to get your legs all the way up there, especially the higher the box jump gets. When I do a 24-inch box jump, more strength comes from my core, I think, than the power I get from the initial jump, if you can believe that. So core strength is extremely important when you're trying to jump for power. Side power is also important, obviously, but we have the side lunge starting now, but it takes a lot of core strength. Hair is hanging in there. Thanks for being concerned and wondering about me. 4. I appreciate it. But it looks like we're hanging tough. 5. Again, good form. Weight is in the heels. You're sticking your booty back. You're trying not to let that knee track out over the toe. Sometimes it might, especially as you try to speed up. But really make sure you're concentrating on that form. Makes the time go by a lot quicker too. 8. If you have other things to concentrate on, other than the pain, or the burn, or how tired you are. No, stop. Don't think that. 9. I'm feeling this, y'all. I will earn my tailgating today. I tell you what. All right. Down on the ground for the burpees. Hair is hanging in there. Last set, you guys, push through. All right. Jump to the top. 2, 3. They're really tough during these. 4. Make sure you are kind of bringing your elbows to knees and thinking of this in very separate movements. It's a squat, a jump, a plank, a squat, a jump, a squat, a plank, knee to elbow or a frogger. If you're more of a frogger fan, that was the last one. Back down on the floor for mountain climber kickbacks. Again, 8 forward, 8 back. Like my hands. All right, whew. Put your hands on the mat. Make sure your shoulders are out over your wrists. Your weight is forward. You're engaging your core. You're staying light on your toes. It's like you're running on a upside down surface. And you're doing butt kickers diagonally. 8. That was 3, 7, 8. These will get you. But don't worry, you're gonna earn it with some child's pose. Last one, tricep push-ups. Here at the end, last 8 counts. 6, 7, 8. Take a deep breath. Dropping child's pose, I'm dripping sweat. I hope you are too. Roll onto the tops of the thighs. Tricep push-up. Back onto the tops of the foot. Come forward. And when I say tops of the thigh, I mean past your knee, past that patella. Almost right to where your quad ends, because you don't want it, that crunchy sound you hear in your knees? Ain't nobody got time for that. So we are going to prevent injury by doing this. rolling forward onto the top of the quad, so we're not injuring that patella. Oh, if you don't have a surface like this, a workout surface that's nice and pliable, I really recommend you get a great mat. Do not do this workout on like the concrete, because all that jumping is really going to impact your knees. All right, and you are done. And you really don't want that. All right, since I feel like it, I feel good, we are going to finish off with some stretches. So go ahead and kick those legs from side to side. Use your arms as a counterbalance if you need to. Ooh, just pop back in. Okay. Side to side here. Side to side, really twisting that torso. Full body stretching your arms and legs. All right. Stretch the quad by alternating what you're pulling back on. I learned from Tori Horton. So what I'm doing here is I'm bringing my foot to the hand. I'm activating the muscle, and I'm pulling. I'm elongating it. Activating, pulling, and not elongating. So he does like this whole activate, elongate, or pull, pull. I've really found it's helped me get into those good deep stretches. Don't pull so far back that it hurts. You don't want to do that. You just want to feel that initial pull and pull a little bit past it. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to activate, elongate. Activate, elongate for the hamstring. Activate, elongate. Activate, elongate. Activate, elongate. Activate, elongate. Hold it there. If you feel something needs a little bit more of a stretch, go ahead and hold it there. So go ahead, stretch out those hammies. Flex the foot, lean in. The other side, stretch out the hammies. I don't really know what activate, elongate for this one. I guess you could bend forward a little more. But really just keep this dynamic and just keep switching what side you stretch on. So we're keeping those muscles are warm, and we're stretching them out. I'm going to face you. I'm going to take that left leg. I'm going to take it to the top of my right knee. Take my hands to heart center. Sit back and stretch. Feel it in the gluteus medius and the glutes. On the back of that hamstring and all the way down to my knee there. Ah, it's such a good stretch. Feels so good. Keep your hands at heart center. Keep it peaceful. If you need, or to the other side, so right ankle to the top of the left knee. Really open up the chest. Deep breath. Come back up. Take your arms, swing them behind you, clasp them at the back. Really open up the chest. Take some deep breath. Fold forward, open up the chest, come back. Fold forward, open up the chest, come back. Keep that blood oxygenated. Fold forward, come back. You're going to feel this down the back of the hammies. Fold forward, come back. Really push back into your booty. Gosh, I love this stretch. All right. Stretch out the arms, swing them. So you work those triceps, so swing and back, pull, pull. Remember? So activate at the top. Elongate, swing, activate at the top, elongate. Hopefully you remember the deodorant. Activate at the top, elongate, activate at the top, elongate. Activate at the top, elongate. Deep breath, reverse swan dive, come up. Reverse swan dive, come up. Hands to heart center. Enjoy your day.